What's going on?
I don't know.
What's happening?
He must have taken something. He's not behaving like a madman.
Okay.
Don't listen.
Okay.
Don't listen.
Okay, let's put him in my car. Let's take him to the hospital.
Yes.
Let's take him to the hospital. Today, I'd like us to treat the subject of drug abuse. This is a crippling pandemic across the world, affecting different countries and especially our continent of Africa.
I can only remember attending a pharmacy party, and that is all.
What is a pharmacy party?
It's a party where bringing medicine is your gate pass, and drinking from the drum of alcohol is your participation. Give it to the guys at the door and gain your entrance. Then the medicine is being poured into a big drum containing mixed alcohol, and it's stirred. Then you take a shot from it before mingling with others.
Mima, this woman is the worst mistake I've ever made in my life. If a chance is being given to me, I will rewrite this story.
You are not my mistake, oh. You are my lesson. And I have learned. But I will not take responsibility for this because it's not my fault.
It is all your fault. How can a reasonable and responsible woman that will not know the whereabouts of her son?
You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. With me now, I have our clients for the day, Mr. and Mrs. Jacob and their son, Eric. Let's welcome them. You're all warmly welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mima.
Welcome.
Good to be here.
Welcome. Okay. Mr. Jacob, you look visibly angry. Can you tell me what's going on here, please?
Mima, I am sick and tired of this marriage. I need a divorce. And that's final.
That will be the best decision of your life. Because I'm tired. Yes, I'm tired of being married, yet acting single. I am tired of being married to a man who is always found wanting. He has no regard for me or the family. He has a mentality that will take eternity to get rid of.
See who is talking. Just hear yourself. You can't even take care of yourself or the things being given to you to take care of at home.
You think it's easy to be a woman? You think it's easy to run a home? I am trying my best. No one is above mistake. But I will not take responsibility for this because it's not my fault.
It is all your fault. It is all your fault. Did you hear me? How can a reasonable and responsible woman that will not know the whereabouts of her son or what he does?
Why are you talking as if our son we are talking about is a small boy? Do you expect me to tie a rope to a 17-year-old teenager?
He's still a
So I can
child.
know his whereabouts?
Okay, let's calm down.
No! You expect me to tie a rope to a 17-year-old teenager just so I can know his whereabouts? Eric is not a baby to be followed about.
Okay, let's calm down, okay? Nothing is ever solved by arguments or violence, okay? Please, let's just take a minute to calm down, please.
Mima, I am not here to listen to anybody. The bottom line is that I am sick and tired of living with this irresponsible woman. I need a divorce and that is the final.
I am not taking responsibility for this. If he wants a divorce, go ahead and grant him that. I am ready to sign anything.
Let's calm down, please. Let's calm down. This is not going to solve the problem, okay? We cannot make any headway if we keep arguing, okay? You've both stated what you want, but we still need to arrive at a unanimous decision here. Okay?
Mima, I am not here to listen to anybody.
Okay. All right, sometimes it gets really heated up, and when tempers are high, it's best to take a minute to calm things down. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. We're treating the subject of drug abuse today. With me in the studio, I still have Mr. and Mrs. Jacob and their son, Eric. Oh, wow. What a day. Okay, Mr. Jacob, are you okay now?
Mima, this woman is the worst mistake I've ever made in my life. If a chance is being given to me, I will rewrite this story.
Life is strange, you know. If only I had, given myself a little time. When you were coming around me professing love and acting all lovey-dovey, I would have averted this day. You are not my mistake, oh. You are my lesson. And I have learnt.
Let's calm down. The two of you have spoken enough. And like I said earlier, these arguments are getting us nowhere. Eric is still here. Let's hear from him. Eric, what happened?
I don't know. I can only remember attending a pharmacy party, and that is all.
Pharmacy party. What is the pharmacy party?
It's a party where bringing medicine is your gate pass, and drinking from the drum of alcohol is your participation.
Please educate me.
I've only attended the party for the first time. When you arrive, you have to come with some medicine.
What type of medicine?
Any type, ranging from paracetamol, antidepressants, painkiller, HIV medication, anything, as long as it's a tablet or capsule.
So what happens when you bring these medicines?
Give it to the guys at the door and gain your entrance. Then the medicine is being poured into a big drum containing mixed alcohol, and it's stirred. Then you take a shot from it before mingling with others.
Wow. And if you refuse?
You'll be kicked out.
Wow. This is amazing. I'm just hearing this for the first time. I wonder what our children have gotten involved in. How to kill yourselves? Like, how can you just...
I can only imagine. It's our fault.
Whose fault?
Our fault.
Don't ever mention that word, because it
she's
is your responsibility.
Wow. With me now in our guest corner, I have the pleasure of reintroducing to you Mrs. Tega Omogo, who is a substance abuse therapist. You are warmly welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, so wow, this is a very sad case, and the statistics for drug abuse keeps rising, especially amongst our teenagers. Now, well, what are the first signs of danger that every parent should be looking out for?
Okay, first I always say, if you don't know your child, you will not know when your child has changed. So I always ask parents, as busy as you are, how much time do you spend with your child enough to know them? Because they pick up all sorts from, let's maybe start to talk about from 0 to 7 is the imprint stage, and, the stages of life that they go through. They pick up things when they meet with their friends, especially if they've not built their self-esteem. Even the ones that have a healthy self-esteem, when they meet friends that they think they like and they want to be like, they find a way to start adapting or adopting their behaviors. So it happens.
Yeah.
And then affordability and availability of drugs doesn't make it easier. So if you don't know your child, you necessarily won't know when your child has changed. So how do you, if you know your child is a quiet child and all of a sudden you see your child is extremely boisterous, you know that, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
If you know your child is actually normally very boisterous and the child is withdrawing, you know what to look out for. When your child has started to, all of a sudden they're looking very untidy and unkept and withdrawn. Sometimes you see a child has started to be secretive. Sometimes they start to lock their doors unnecessarily. Don't touch my stuff. Nowadays, we used to say red eyes before, but now they found a way around red eyes by saying to the rescue. So there are quite a number of things that they do that you will know. When you see someone having a bottle of Coke that does not finish, what's the problem? This Coke, since morning you have been carrying it, it has not gone down, but you have been drinking it. You know that's something to look out for. When you see they change their friends, automatically, all of a sudden, you don't see them with the friends you knew them with. And then the friends you're seeing them with, you don't understand. These friends, where are they from? Who are their parents? The way the friends look. Because, it's obvious that, they say birds of a feather flock together.
Sure.
So they can't even be with the friends that used to be so calm and, put together anymore. They have to now start hanging with people that are doing the same kind of things that they're doing. So when you see they've changed friends, just a few things. They're changing gadgets. You buy a phone today, all of a sudden the phone is gone. Then you put all the aces you put in maybe in the store, all of a sudden they're stealing things and going to sell. You know, staying out too late. Their grades are declining. Absenteeism from school. Maybe after a while they stop sleeping at home. They're always out. Unexplained absences.
Yeah.
You have to start looking closer. Other factors may cause all of these things, but you need to look closer. When you see these things, then you will now know that, okay, something is off here.
How about those that have now taken the initiative, or one way or the other, they've been to rehab and now they're out? Reintegrating into society is another issue. People struggle a lot of times. And sadly, sometimes substances are just right there in your face.
Yep.
What would be, your quick counsel to those kind of people?
Now, this is my area of expertise, which is aftercare. A robust aftercare plan is what will help anyone that has come out of inpatient treatment to be able to maintain sobriety for quite a number of time. Because the longer you are able to, retrain your brain not to use the substance, the better your chances of staying sober are. So if after you have, some people think when they've left rehab after 90 days, it's done, the magic. I mean, somebody has used substance for 10 years. Your brain has, then you now think that after 3 months it's all gone. It's not all gone. So we must rewire that part of the brain that is seeking for the drugs. It must, that neuron, the neural pathway that you have created must be refired constantly for you to now understand that this is a new way of life. And then you must pick up soft skills, life skills. You must learn how to say no. You must learn self-esteem. You must learn emotional intelligence. You must learn different things. So a relapse prevention plan is very important. And many times I tell people that it can last a year. But people don't want to pay. You think, oh, I've paid 1.5 million for rehab. Why should I go and pay so much more for an aftercare counselor? But that's where your help actually will be.
Wow. Thank you so much. So any final advice before we go?
Okay, dear parents, you need to actually spend a bit more time with your children so you can know when they need help, because there are some people that have struggled with substance for quite a number of years and their parents didn't have a clue. I was one of those. Struggled with substance for 13 years and nobody in my house had a clue. So please look a bit closer. You might see something, and then please seek for professional help if you do find anything.
Thank you so much. There you have it. Like she just said, it can happen to the best of us. Are you struggling with substance abuse? Is it time? Or don't you think it's time to step out and get help? Are you a parent that is battling this issue? It's nothing to be ashamed of, because it can happen to the best of us. You don't even have an idea how many people in government, how many politicians, how many celebrities struggle with substance abuse. It's nothing to be ashamed of anymore. So step out and get the help that you need for yourself and those that you love. On top of that, we need to embrace therapy. Because a lot of us, we don't have this culture, we don't even understand it, but we need to understand that your mental health is also critical in development and in life. Wow, you have all heard from the experts. And so now I need to talk to you as a family. Everyone here has a role to play. First of all, as parents, we owe it to our children to raise them together. There's a reason why God didn't make it possible for one person to have a child. It's because both roles are critical and important. That's why you have two parents responsible for raising a child. Myself, I'm mother of, I have two teenagers, and I know it's not easy raising them, especially with the world of today, the exposure they have, the internet and all that. But first, as a mother, I'll start with you. There are certain responsibilities you cannot leave to another person. And knowing your child's whereabouts, monitoring who he spends time with, who his friends are, becoming his friend and getting close to him. At this age, you don't beat them anymore. You become their friend and their life coach. So you form a relationship with them that guarantees that you know what's going on in their life. It's not easy, but you have to make out time for this. If not, they will find solace in the arms of wrong friends outside. So it's necessary that as a mother, no matter what you do, because no happiness can come from you having a broken home, a son that is in rehab. So it's important that you take your role as a mother seriously and we redefine your relationship with your child. As a father, you are king. You are responsible for everything here, including your wife. You come first, so you are the leader here. If it's falling apart, it means from the top there's something wrong. You are not connecting and communicating with your wife on a daily basis. Neither are you bonding with your child. Boys at this age need their father more than anything or anyone, because you provide a sense of direction. So it is critical that no matter how busy you are, even if it takes a phone call a day, we have WhatsApp, we have all the social media platforms where you can connect with your children, where you can chat with him, where you can make a call, ask how his day has gone. On top of it, if your marriage falls apart, that is further going to worsen things for him. You can see that these arguments are already affecting him. It's possible that what he's also doing may be as a result of what has been happening in this marriage. So I would suggest that you take a minute, step back and look at everything you have worked for and look at the only child God has given you and make the necessary sacrifice to pull your family together. For you, Eric, you are becoming an adult. In about a year, you will be a full adult. And your mistakes you will have to pay for. If you continue like this, you will lose everything. You have your whole future ahead of you. Your parents love you so much. You need to start making the right choices. Select who your friends are. That pharmacy party could have easily killed you. You can see what it did, but it could have been worse. Not everybody survives those things. So you're lucky to be alive. I suggest you continue your rehab program. Make sure you go regularly to the clinic and do what you need to do. But after this is your good chance to turn it around. Start a Facebook group to help other people that have been through this experience and lead others positively, because you know what? You are a star and there's nothing you set your mind to do that you can't do. Okay?
Thank you, Mima.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Mima.
Thank you for coming
You're a
and thank you
wonderful
for
woman.
sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Personally, I think that as parents, we are taking the side of money and our jobs over taking care of our children. We do need to be more vigilant and pay attention to their everyday friends, who they mix with, what they do, so that we can pick up signs of problems when they first begin. The issue of drug abuse is also a huge one that we need to begin to educate our children from when they are little. We don't wait until it starts before we do something about it. We also need to invest in rehab centers as a government. We need to make sure that we make rehab centers more available, more affordable. And we need to push funds into advocacy, knowledge, propagating the news about these numerous problems. Drug abuse can start from everyday drug use to more sophisticated ones. So we have to be mindful and careful. Drug abuse can even affect those suffering medical conditions and medical personnel too. So it's a big problem that we need to all be conscious and aware of. I hope you've learned something new today, and I hope you can share this message with someone that needs it. From all of us here, and until we see you next time, always remember that you don't need to go through life's issues alone. You know why? Mima cares.